And we are live with Football Now with Deacon Himself. It's me, Deacon Himself, and I just wanted to wish everyone a happy and healthy season to begin with today. We're going to recap every week, short segments, just going to recap what we're doing for the week and what the previewing the next week is coming. Sorry I didn't get to you guys. I'm late. I apologize to all my fans out there. Don't hate me. All right, week one, we're going to recap. First things first, we opened up. First time in NFL history that the Super Bowl champs opened up on the road in Denver. They opened up horrible performance. Dominated the first quarter by the Ravens, 49-27. For everyone who's got Peyton Manning on his fantasy team, wise, smart decision that you did there because he just crushed everybody. I know in the two leagues that I played in, 60, 70 points he had. Me with Colin Kaepernick and the great game that he had, we'll get into that later. We still had problems. I had 40 points for Kaepernick. Peyton Manning had 70. I still lost. Close game, though. I lost to a Dolphin fan. No offense to anybody out there who's a Dolphin fan. I just want to let you know that the Dolphin fans, and you know who you are. No names mentioned. Ron Guzzi. Sorry. Got to give a shout-out to you, Ron. Big good friend of mine, Ron. I'm sure he's going to be watching later on. Beat me this week. Won't happen again. Don't worry. Peyton Manning's going to be hurt by the end of the year. Let's knock on wood that he's not. Let's have a safe, healthy season for everybody. Let's touch base with the other games around the league for this week. Miami, speaking of Miami, Ron, big win this week. You played Cleveland on the road. It's a big win for the Dolphins, 23-10. Vikings, APAD, Adrian Peterson, all day, big game, 3 touchdowns on the ground. Still not enough as Detroit's home opener tops them 34-24. The Lions are playing good, but also let's touch base a little bit with the Lions and what they're doing. Defense has played a little stellar. How stellar can you play against AP? He runs over everybody. No running back in NFL history has had even the second year after rushing for 2,000 yards come close to even 2,000 yards. The closest one was, I believe it was Eric Dickerson, who had 1,305 yards, and that was the closest that anyone's ever come. Next game on the board. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to jump the gun here. Ndamukong Suh. And Ndamukong Suh is one of the most talented players I've ever seen. Very dirty player. He's always been a dirty player since college, and now they're going to have to start upping the fines with him. He's got to learn that he cannot hit people the way he's been hitting, and it's very offensive. It is to see someone with that talent going down to play the game like that. Next game, Oakland Raiders. Coming on the road, Indianapolis Colts. Andrew Luck, good performance. Just enough to squeak by the Raiders. Raiders look good. If you're a Raider fan out there, I'm not, but you should be happy with the Raiders. Their performance was great. They did play well. Kansas City and Jacksonville. Kansas City went on the road. New head coach Andy Reid. Love him. Eagle fan. Loved him. Great job, 28-2. A lot of safeties in the first quarter I've noticed of this week one opening week. It was a lot of good matchups. Game that I was personally at, 40% of the fans, New York Jets, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, home opener at MetLife Stadium. Gang Green pulled it out on a last-second field goal, 7 seconds left. Big 48-yard field goal. Jets pull it off 18-17. I want to give a shout-out to my boy Rex Ryan. Thank you for putting Mark Sanchez in a meaningless preseason game to give our boy Geno Smith the nod. In Geno we trust. He will, hopefully, we get into that later on, what he'll do tomorrow night versus New England in New England. Something that no black quarterback has done in a really long time. Anyway, next one going on. Foiger was saying 40% of the fans had left. And the 40% of the fans leaving the stadium, my girlfriend asked me if I was leaving the stadium. I said, I'm going to use the restroom. I came back. I said, we're going to win this game. Thank you, Tampa Bay, for giving us that extra boost of 15 yards. It was the push we needed to get the game winner. Also, now in the week one wrap-up, Tennessee and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh loses a home opener. Wow, when was the last time that anybody could say Pittsburgh won or lost a home opener at home? It's been a while. 16-9 the final on that one. Cincinnati, Chicago, a back-and-forth game. Bengals had the lead for most of the game, and Chicago pulled it out with a 3-point victory. Game that people underestimated. Colin Kaepernick, San Francisco, had home versus Green Bay. Green Bay did not get trampled like they did with the option during the playoff game, but they did lose the game 34-28. Colin Kaepernick, great job to him. Great future with the Niners, and I think they're going to do well this year. New England Buffalo. Buffalo almost pulled this one out. Honestly, Buffalo had a very good shot. New England, 3 seconds left on a field goal. Again, later on, we'll get into what's happening tomorrow night. Gang Green is traveling to New England for Thursday Night Football. Seattle, Carolina. Very, very shocking to me. This is the shocker of the week. If I were to put a knockout pool and I wanted to use Seattle versus an East Coast team, I would definitely have picked the Panthers. 12-7 final. Not a lot of scoring, a lot of defense. And depending on what your fantasy league does, 10 points for me from the Seattle defense. I took Seattle in both my leagues because I think their defense is phenomenal. Number one defense, as you can see, 7 points on the board. St. Louis, come from behind win, 27-24 at home versus the Arizona Cardinals. Not much really to say about that except for the up-and-coming Rams. Jeff Fisher is doing a great job as head coach over there. Sam Bradford did a good job, did what he had to do to get his team the victory. Sunday Night Football, Giants-Cowboys, disgrace for the Giants. Giant fans all over the globe must have been upset about that one. Biggest game of the year for them. And, they don't care if they go 2-14 as long as they beat the Cowboys both games. Cowboys 36, Giants 31. Game was not as close as the score seemed it. 6 turnovers for the Giants, 3 in the first quarter. Eli, even though he matched what his brother did with the yard game, Peyton 7 touchdowns, ties an NFL career high in 7 touchdowns in one game. Eli threw 4, and it's going to be a rough road for the Giants with the injuries that they lost and the players that they lost. Tom Coughlin, great coach, can't blame it on him. Eagles, Redskins, Monday Night Football, first of that. Only good things I can say about the Eagles, there's nothing else anybody could say. Everyone said that they were dead in the water. The Redskins were going to destroy them. It was the other way around. A close game at the end. No closeness in the first half. Shady McCoy, 100 yards plus rushing in the first half. And Vic looked good. Chip Kelly brings a college style of football to the NFL, balancing off the passing and the run game. And they were dead even at the half on that type of play. Great job by the Eagles. My San Diego Chargers open up with a 28-7 lead, only to lose to the Houston Texans 31-28. The Houston Texans did what they had to do. They got their act together. They looked like they were an unconditioned team in the first half. Phillip Rivers looked like the conditioned team in the first half and then had to collapse. Control the ball. 2 things that win football games. POT, TOP. Points off turnovers, time of possession. They'll do that. On to this week. Let's take a look at what we have for tomorrow night. Jets-Pats tomorrow night. Gang Green going to walk in there looking for an upset. Geno Smith and Geno we trust. Patriots down 5 players, wide receivers. Julius Edelman is going to be Tom Brady's top target tomorrow night. Eagles, Chargers, both my other teams. I like 3 teams for anyone who doesn't know me and who's watching this as my fans. I like the Jets, the Eagles, and the Chargers. Tough game for me on Sunday. It's an early game, 1 o'clock. I'm going to try to get to it if I can. Eagles, Chargers, going to be a tough one. Explosive offense. Look for the Eagles to pull this one off in the home opener. Tampa Bay's home opener versus New Orleans. New Orleans down in the Bayou. The Saints with Coach Sean Payton back after his 1-year suspension last year from bounty scams. Saints should win this game, no problem. Jacksonville heading out to the West Coast to play them Oakland Raiders in the black hole as the Raiders open their home opener. Oakland should have no problem beating Jacksonville after what they've seen last week. Tough that Jacksonville's got to play AFC West people 2 weeks in a row, but Terrell Pryor should have a big game, and we'll see what happens from there. St. Louis at Atlanta. Atlanta is in their home opener. Atlanta should be, it's not going to be easy the way that St. Louis played. They hung in there last week, came from behind to win that game. It's not going to be easy. Atlanta will have their hands full. Cleveland and Baltimore. First time ever the AFC North has not had somebody victorious in Week 1. All 4 teams went 0-4. Battle of these division rivals, old Browns, new Browns. Cleveland, I'm going to say Baltimore's going to pull this off by field goal. Very low-scoring game. Carolina at Buffalo. Boy, Buffalo played E.J. Manuel last week. Tops off to him. Rookie of the week, I think, in my opinion. Buffalo should win that at home on their home opener. Minnesota and Chicago. AD going to have a little bit of a tough time against the Chicago defense, who was not stellar last weekend, but they're going to be stellar this week. Adrian Peterson all day. I think the Vikings are going to pull that one off and even their record up at 1-1. 2 division games for them back-to-back is tough to go 0-2 in a division. I don't think they're going 0-2 in a division. I could be wrong, though. Washington traveling to Green Bay. Washington, everyone's on their hype about RG3. Great player. Needed more rehab. He's not ready to come back yet. RG3, Redskins go 0-2. Green Bay at home, not going 0-2. Home opener for the Pack. Don't often say this. Go Pack, go. Tennessee at Houston. Surprisingly, Tennessee's last week, with the loss of the Steelers' best player out for the season and their offensive line, the best center in the league, Pouncey. The Steelers, suffered that game 16-9. Not a lot of scoring. We'll see if Houston can take advantage of the miscues that the Steelers couldn't have last week. Miami traveling to Indianapolis. Miami, again, now it's back-to-back home games for the Colts. And we'll see Andrew Luck, what he can do against the Miami and these former division rivals. They split up the leagues a couple years ago. Divisions, rather. The Dolphins and Colts still play each other often. Broncos are traveling to the Giants, and the Giants home opener. New York fans, if the Giants defense is not going to tighten up, Cowboy defense ran all over them. DeMarco Murray, big game on Sunday night. Peyton Manning will chew you up and spit you out, and the Giants will be 0-2. That's what's going to happen in the Giants home opener. 49ers in Seattle, my opinion, best game of the week. Niners, I think, should pull that one off, even though it's in Seattle. Colin Kaepernick, Russell Wilson, going to be a great quarterback matchup. I know you guys seen the commercials with them joking around playing Madden, but they're not playing Madden in the locker room this week. Big division rival game. It's my favorite game of the week. I can't wait to watch it. And we're going to close out this week with Bengals-Steelers. There is no way in this world that the Steelers have any business winning this game. The Bengals should crush them and show them that their defense was just unconditioned. Hats off to Marvin Lewis. He'll be able to, take care of what he's got to take care of on a defensive side of the ball. Very great defensive coach. One of my favorite coaches of all time is Marvin Lewis, and we will see what happens this week. That's it for me on Football Now with Deacon Himself. Keep watching every week, and we'll see what's going on. And remember something. When you like NFL and you like sports as much as I do, don't favor a team unless you can back it up with the stats. Like everybody and enjoy the game for what it is. Peace out, guys.